All right. How's everybody doing? It is 12:08. Uh, kind of coming out nasty today, all right? A little nasty. We got SPY came right down on the open, uh, set the tone for the day. That's for sure. All right, so it was the 2-2 down, and then we got a little lower than that, right? We got down to 684.35, and here we are, still under pressure. Day pretty heavy. Again, it's only down 1.2%, but there hasn't been much relief. Okay, we did get a 2-2 back up. As you can see right here, was the 2-2 down, and then we got the relief back up to the upside, back up to 689, and since then it's just been heavy the rest of the way here. So sitting here right now at 685.03, 681, 681.33. We'll see if that can hold there. But pretty heavy day. All right. Again, it's in percentages it's really not too much at all. But again, it's the no relieving. Okay, all right. So QQQs. Let's see what's going on there. Same thing, right? 2-2 down to start the day. Sets the tone. You make the lower low. I mean, they look identical, don't they? You get the 2-2 back up, and then you got the same business going on here. All right, so Q's trying to lift up again here a little bit now. But again, with the day sitting like it is, it's going to be very difficult. We had a green month. We had a green month on the opening. All right, so we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. They're trying to get a little bit better here, but again, you're fighting this big day now. All right, so that is the challenge. That's the real challenge of the day right here. Turning that thing around is going to be extremely difficult. All right, and then we got the diamond, same situation here. Just looking at the day, you see the troubles we have. All right, and this is our 3 day. This is our 3 day could include the whole 4 day in here. All right, so we took it all out today on the opening. Okay, and then that was it. So they bring it back in. So I'm just looking at it from a 3 day. So breaking back down to 487.42 would take out the 2 day, and that would leave us with what we're left with from what day, from the 23rd, which is what, 2 days ago, right? All right, so our weeks have become weaker. All right, so diamonds trying to lift right now. 2-1 inside, 2-2 down, put the move up, and then here we go. So we haven't been not too much relief at all. All right, so let's go through some of the names that we were looking at this morning here. IONQ still holding up fairly well on the IONQ. Not too bad on this thing, all right, but it's not telling us anything. There's no reversals that are showing us anything to the upside, all right, and or the downside at that point. So right now we have nothing actionable. We got a 2 just trying to come back up. All right, so this thing has been holding up fairly well. The question is, can you get back up to 41.29 now today? And that's about $1 away. All right, kind of stalling out here. Not much going on. You do have the hammer, and you have the week up really nice on this thing. So IONQ, it could have a chance, and it's just because of the fact that it's got that green day. All right, so we got that one. Celsius here. This one was a nice gapper up, and they jumped all over this thing to take profits on this thing. Okay, it was a big move to the upside, and everybody jumped on this one. Okay, just waiting, chomping at the bit to get this thing up. All right, so gapper up, and then there you go, sitting down on the lows, just off the lows right now. And here's your your 30s coming back down. It was the 2212 which led you down, and now, I mean, again, gonna be real hard to turn around with that day being like it is. All right, so I don't go chasing waterfalls. All right, stick with the rivers and streams that you know. All right, so TTD came out real strong. All right, it made a nice move to the upside, and it was down. It was down coming in this morning. The stock was down $3.91, and we were down 15%. So we're still down 5% on TTD. If anyone, maybe this guy can turn around again. If you're going hunting for anything, make sure you got the day on your side. Okay. Now you do have a hammer on the weekly, and you're 2-2 down on the month. All right. So there's no reason to go after anything here today. If you're already in, protect yourself. Protect yourself. All right. You live another day. All right. You live another day. All right. TTD. All right. So we'll see that one here. And then we talked about Salesforce. We know that they missed on earnings. It was down $4 this morning. So got all the way back down to 191.29. I'm sorry, 191.47. Did pop all the way back up to 199, so it really tried to get going there. And this was the move right here. You got the 2-2. This guy came in, and then they came up and made the high of the day. This was the actionable that brought the 2 down, and now it's been chopping. Okay, so we're stuck inside this move right in here right now. All right, Salesforce. There we go. I mean, it was up $7 already today. All right, sitting at $4 right now. All right, so Salesforce. Let's see if anything gets better out of that one. What else did we have? We had SanDisk. This one was higher this morning as well. Everybody just came out with the move to the downside, right? Anything that was tech related was definitely punished right out the gate. All right, so you got this one with the 212 up, fails you. All right, does give you the higher high, but then brings you right back down. All right, now you got an outsider here, so you're gonna get inside somewhere in here. You're gonna be inside. I wouldn't even be trading anything that's inside today. All right, seriously, you got to be taking a 2 up. All right, and you got to have the 60, and you got to have the 30 on your side, and you got to have the day color right. All right, if you want to try to trade in this market today. So today is a good day to be a spectator. All right, so SanDisk, there you go. Warner Brothers Discovery, nothing much, man. We did talk. I just, flat, nothing going. All right, so nothing doing there. It is shooter down all day, but it's green and it's holding up. All right, so Warner Brothers doing okay. The month is okay. All right, that stock is pretty much intact, holding up fairly well. Dell Computer was up 1% on the opening here, right? And we got the 3-2 down, and everybody's trapped inside. You see this? That move right there. Broadening formation, everything's stuck inside here. Now, they're all ones. They might say 2 on them, but at the end of the day, these are all ones right now because we're trapped inside here. All right, so not getting out anytime soon with the big red day down. All right, 2-1 on the week. We'll see if we get. I see the futures are trying to fare up a little bit, but better here now as we speak. Baidu, down $10. And what's to say, came right out ripping to the downside, and there's been no relief. You got a 30 that's coming inside now, coming off the lows of the day. Big problem there. Big problem there. Big problem there. Don't touch Baidu. All right. If anything, maybe go more to the downside. All right, what else did we were looking at this morning? TTD, well, we'll go back to NVIDIA. I mean, it was like a knee-jerk reaction on the opening. And if you go down to the 5-minute and you really see how it transpired. It was the two down, and then they really tried to get you there, right? So these guys coming straight down, all of a sudden they start to cover. They're coming back, and then so they had the wherewithal to drive it all the way down to 189.38, and then they bring that rally back up, and that was it. 2-2 back down, 1-2 higher, 2-1, boom, 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 boom. All right, and that's your lows of the day right there. And we're trying to stay above that right now, but we're close. All right, so still under pressure, and that's the 5 minute. We'll go back to the 30, and here you go. All right, so messy, messy, messy. Everybody came down. Google came down, right? And then they tried to get you on the 2-up. All right, this is where you get the 2-2 down, you get that 2-2 back up, you get the higher high, and now you're stuck. So anyone that was coming up in here, here they come kind of thing, that ended real quick. All right, so then you get shooter down on the 1, and that leaves you with the troubles. All right, so here's where she lies right now. Down $2 and down. What's it down here? Hold on a second. What are we at here? All right, we're down 2.58% down on Google. All right, so Google down pretty heavy. I said the futures are starting to lift a little bit here. Diamonds are starting to move up a little bit there. So as we talk, all right, and then you look at Tesla. All right, TSLA, same business. Everybody. There was no prisoners left behind. 3-2 with the move back up and puke them out and now chop them up. All right, so Tesla down on the day, still two down on the month. So we are nowhere near any better on the Mag 7 than we were 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. We're not any better. All right, so it continues to just erode. That'd be a good word for it, right? It's kind of just eroding. If there's anyone that I like out of it, it's Apple. I think Apple is one of the better ones here. It's down 1% today. It's not getting creamed by that much, but you did get that 3-2, so you're trapped inside all this business right now too. All right, so there's no move to make here right now, trying to come up off the lows. Your outside day here with them big threes, these two big threes there created this outside day now, all right, which is red. The month is still good and the week is still good, and that's the only reason why I think Apple is still got a shot at it. All right, Microsoft just tried to wake up from the sleep. Grandpa down here's got an outside week. Now, this thing was better this morning when it came in, but now we still got another day tomorrow to get through. All right, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. 2-2 down. Just garbage. All right, so we know the tech is still in trouble. Even AMD here, AMD's down another $9 this morning. All right, so you think we're starting to capitulate, and not so much. All right, let's go back to the futures here. Did I have anything else that we were looking at that I didn't talk about? We talked about a little bit about Joby. We had Joby in there for our list this morning here. Kind of yo-yoing here. They got the 2 up to start the day, right? Nice move. And then you got the 2-1 straight down. Look for an actionable that can possibly get you back up. The futures are going to have to get way better. Okay, so don't be running after that. I like this PL. I think this PL's better. I think you buy this stock on weakness. I think this thing still goes higher. Fighting back up right now. Okay, and you're still green on the day. This one could come back up. All right. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm saying this is probably one of the fewer stocks that I would be interested in trying to maybe try to get something going on. Roblox has been having just an absolutely awesome day. Roblox, just beauty. 3-day upper. Outside week, we're looking for the 322 back up on the week. The month is okay. It kind of died here on us a little bit. You had the 213, all right, and then they were able to buy this thing all the way back up, but sellers took control, and now sellers have been in control since the last hour here, hour and 15. If this thing starts to break a little bit here, you might get a reversal on this thing and get back up on the day. But don't take a try to turn on a 15. I would do it on a 30 or a 60. All right, I would be careful with it. It is up $2.23, but this is definitely one of the better ones, starting to get better. We've been talking about this one forever, so that one we're definitely going to keep an eye on moving forward. Some of our satellite stocks kind of crapped out on us here. Iridium, IRDM came back down here. All right, straight down here with the satellites. They kind of dumped on these pretty heavy today with the 212 down, sitting on the lows right now. Down $1, but it is down 4%. All right, so Iridium is lower. That GSAT kind of fell apart too. Coming back downside, 61.31. This thing fires around here. So coming right back up right now off of that low, 60.28. It just rallied up about $1 and change here. All right, but this thing moves around pretty good. I mean, just look at the bid and the bid and the ask here. 60.91 at 61.30. How the hell do you even get in there? All right, so they kind of have fallen out of bed a little bit either. And then we'll go take a look through our sectors. XLU on your utilities, our 2-1 inside day, actually holding up fairly well and trying to come up right now. Still got that week up, and you got that strong month, okay? Very strong month here. But it's got to get outside, all right? It's got to be a 2, all right? So 47.43 to get out of there. That's only 30 cents away. XLU is actually holding in pretty good. Healthcare, they gave it up. They gave it up back down, shooter down on the week. And now we're 2-1 inside with shooter. So, all right, try to come back up a little bit right now. We'll see if we can firm this day up. I'm not looking for anything too great. Just let the day firm up a little bit. Discretionaries are down 70 cents. 2-1 inside, trying to get back up, but you got the outside day here. The outside day tells you something. It can happen again. So this thing could reverse, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point. All right, so 2-1 inside right now, and it's only down 74 cents, 0.63%. Not that horrible considering what's going on. All right, and XLE. 3-3 on the day with the energies. Got to wait and see how that's going to come out. All right, so 3-3 expando. We'll see what happens out of that one. All right, so just sit tight with that one. Industrials, again, trying to come back up on the day here. All right, could turn green again here. 178.22. The month is holding up well, and the week is inside stuck, and it looks like it's probably going to stay that way. All right, but too bad. Try to come back up to take the highs here on the industrials. All right, so these are getting a little bit better here. All right, and again, we're getting a little bit. Let's go back to the futures here as we were talking. So the diamonds are a little bit better now from when we first started talking. Now we got an actionable inside if we were looking for a 2-1-2. Again, still, okay? Be careful with that. All right, SPY, same story here. That day is is a mother bar that has a lot of control over the market right now. All right, try to come back up off the, not quite off the lows of the day, but just trying to lift. How about a little bit of relief? That's all we're looking for at this point. All right, and triple Qs, Qs. All right, doing the same thing here. Qs heavier because they're tied more into tech. So we'll see what happens with that one. All right. That's about it, guys. I wish I could get more to you, but we'll see what happens by the end of the day. The markets are trying to firm up right now. We'll see if they can hold. All right, everybody. So sit tight. Again, spectator here. If you like things that you've been looking for, you know. Then you gotta, be careful how you're getting at them. Make sure that if you're buying, if you're gonna go buying something, make sure. Like, again, what did I say? Green day, green 60, green 30. Maybe you got shot. Okay, that's about the best I can tell you right now. All right, so be good, be good.